What's up? Welcome. Two words for you. Last night was the culmination. What they call it? What's the
The
word for it?
accumulation. That might be the word you're
I
looking
don't know.
for.
Whatever. Last night was the peak of the season. This is a brand new season. It was a
Yeah.
Super Bowl of wrestling last night, and that is Wrestlemania 41. Um, Overall, let's go overall. Um,
Yeah.
I would out of 10, where would you go?
The whole entire show out of overall out of 10.
Yeah.
I think I have to go. Have you ever heard of Anthony Fantano?
Anthony
He's like,
Fantano.
yeah.
I heard of Anthony Fasano.
Oh, well, the guy that I'm talking about, he's like a music rater and he rates things from 1 to 10. And he has
Hmm.
like these little notches in between. So he'll have like a light 7 or a strong 7, So I'm a steal his kind of rating system for a second. And I'll call WrestleMania 41 a strong 7, maybe a light 8.
Strong seven is funny. Somebody that I know would hear that and laugh. Because anyway, yeah, I would go with eight. I'm gonna go with eight, and that's cool. I think it was a solid show.
Hmm.
Um, when it was good, it was good. When it was bad, I don't think it was ever bad.
It was meh. At its worst, it was meh.
Yeah, yeah. Um, what was your match of the night?
That's a great question. I
You
think
want to do one night one night two, or you want to just do the entire?
I think we could do night 1 and night 2.
All
Actually,
right.
yeah, because if we do both, then my answer is probably the easy answer. But okay, we'll do night 1 and night 2. Night 1, I think obviously has to be the triple threat match with Seth, Roman, and Punk.
Yeah.
I think that blew
Easily.
that might have. I think you could say that blew every other match out of the water from the weekend.
Hmm.
Just from storytelling, from wrestling, from facial expressions, like everything about it, like the entertainment factor, everything blew it out of the water. So that's my match of the night from night 1. I think night 2, I don't think you can go wrong with, well, I think you can go wrong with night 2, but I think the match that absolutely just blew me away from like a different way was Joe Hendry versus Randy Orton. I think that one, just
Okay.
from a sports entertainment perspective, just blew everything out of the water. I think that was sports entertainment at its finest. So I might go that one.
It's gonna. It hurts me to say this, but I love both of the triple threat matches,
Yeah, I knew it.
and I
I
hate I
knew
hate
it.
triple threat
I
matches. I really
told
do.
you. I told
But
you.
yeah, the triple threat matches were both
Yeah.
incredible. They lived up to the standards of where they were supposed to be because they were both. We've been
Top
working on
classics.
Seth. We've been working on Seth and Punk and Roman for, well, not Seth. Seth and Roman has been a thing for like 10 years,
Hmm.
easily.
Yeah.
So the buildup was just perfect. You had Paul Heyman, you had CM Punk to that. It's money. It's they
Yep.
printed money, and that has more chapters to go. Like that's the first chapter in that story. Well, not the first one, but
There's more to go.
that would be, if it
Th-
was a movie, that would be like Act One. Like
Mm,
that was that, and well, actually, I think we'd be on Act Three with Roman and
yeah.
Seth. I don't know. We
I
might
mean,
be,
this is.
but
Have you ever heard of the
it
movie
was
The
like an epic
Irishman?
chapter in a movie, and that
Yeah.
was the end of that chapter. And then we got another chapter. We can start with Punk. We can start with this whole Seth Heyman type of thing. Where does that go?
Hmm.
Who does that involve? Are they
Yep.
done adding to that?
Yep.
Roman and Punk might, you can team Roman and Punk up because they both got screwed.
Yeah.
So they do have a common, they have a common
Enemy.
enemy.
Hmm.
It's two of them, so they need someone. They need someone.
Hmm.
They have to add someone. My friend John in Canada, he thinks it's going to be Braun Breaker, but it makes sense. You took the belt off Braun. Braun is a Paul Heyman guy. he's not good on the mic.
He's okay on
on
the
the mic.
mic.
He's not
He's
great on the
okay.
mic. He's okay, but he's not Scott Steiner on the mic. So
Well,
I mean, you can add him to
that's
that.
different.
We'll see what they do tonight. I think they're going to add somebody to that tonight. Yeah, both of the triple threat matches. All right. So, what was your disappointing match of the night for night one, night two?
So night one, disappointing. So are we talking about what we think is the worst match of the night, or the match that we thought was going to be good and it ended up not being?
Let's go. Let's
that
go.
good?
Worst match of the night.
Okay, worst match of the night, night one, I think has to be New Day Viking Raiders. Like,
That was my bathroom break.
and I think it's just they're like, people are gonna say maybe Grande Americano versus El Phoenix, but I thought that match was solid. It's just it.
No,
Yeah,
that
I
was
thought that match
great.
was solid. It just was missing that WrestleMania factor. You know what I'm saying? But I think it has to be New Day and the War Raiders. I'm sorry. That'll be my night one. And night two, I'm tempted to go Cena Cody. I just maybe I'm going back and forth between Cena Cody and Logan AJ. I think
Yeah,
maybe.
I didn't like that finish with Logan and AJ at all.
I
I thought
think
AJ was going to win that match, but we all, I think we both thought AJ was going to win that match.
I had Logan winning.
You had
I
Logan
had
winning?
Logan win.
Oh, okay.
Just because I think they're trying to push Logan to the moon and the stars.
I did have Logan and Jay. I think that's next. That's coming.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what you do with. What do you do with Gunther though?
We'll figure it out. I mean, listen, he lost the IC title at last year's WrestleMania, and they just had him do King of the Ring for a while. He was chilling around. He was the King General for a little bit. They'll find him something to do. He's a big heel, big bad heel, dangerous guy. They'll find him something to do. Listen, Gunther can find work.
I throw him at Cena right now. But they're both heels, so never.
Yeah, but they're both heels.
Yeah.
And Gunther's on Raw right now.
My disappointing match night one was New Day. I think it was rushed. The whole build was rushed. It looked rushed, and it was a way to get. They don't care about this is the conversation I had with my son last night. They don't care about the tag team titles on Raw. I don't think they care about the tag team division on Raw. And to put it on New Day tells me that you putting it back on the mainstay just to hold it, because they know what they're doing and they really need to build the tag team division on Raw. SmackDown tag team division versus Raw's tag team division is embarrassing. SmackDown got Pretty Deadly. They got DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Street Profits. They should have been on WrestleMania, not New Day and War Raiders, but that's my own personal hill that I'm going to climb and down by myself. I think they don't care about the tag team division on Monday Night Raw.
It's very, the tag team division on Raw is pretty weak. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, off the top of my head, I can't even think of more than three. You've got New Day, you've got the War Raiders, and then you've got LWO. That's like the three that I can think of.
Right, and you stretching putting LWO. Because who knew LWO was still on there? Like, they should really just take tag teams out of Raw and just trade them to SmackDown. We might be doing a brand. They need a raid. They need a draft real fast.
The draft usually comes after WrestleMania, so the draft is coming. It was last year. That's how they.
Oh, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No. I was just going to say the draft last year was in Kansas City, so it's coming. The draft is coming quickly if they're doing the same thing they did last year.
Cool. Night two, and I know we got to bring it up, but there was a big return in this match, but that match was.
So you didn't like it?
I didn't like that match.
Really?
I went into it not liking it, so I don't think.
Yeah, so this was one of your bathroom breaks, I think. The the tag team match. It was one of your bathroom breaks.
I like the fact that Becky returned. I wish she would have. I guess she's been out so long. she's been out so long, you can't really like throw her back in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I think after Becky gets some seasoning, she gets some one-on-ones, get her timing back in, you can redo that match and it'll be much better than what it was.
Mm.
It felt like she was a replacement. So
Mm.
what do you do with that? Do you put Bailey against her when she comes back? Because
I
Bailey's not
mean,
really hurt.
she's not. She's kayfabe hurt. So I mean, there's natural beef there. There's natural tension there. You get a listen. We could get a Bailey Becky program going. I ain't mad at that at all.
Yeah, me
Uh,
either.
or or
That's
maybe we
something
get
to
a
keep an
Bailey.
eye on. We're gonna keep an eye on that one going
Hmm.
further. Um, who's your MVP of night one, night two? And then we're gonna get
Not.
into the controversy.
I think night one MVP. Like I think we both had Heyman as night one MVP in our predictions,
He
and
delivered.
then he definitely delivered. Night two MVP. I forget who I even had as my night two MVP. But
I don't got my notes.
I think night one MVP. While Heyman was fantastic, don't get me wrong, fantastic. I think just simply because of what she went through, I think Tiffany Stratton has to be night one MVP. I mean,
Mhm.
dog, she chipped her tooth, got this freaking mouser on her head, had this like
That was a
brutal
good
match with
match. You
Charlotte.
you called that. You called it was going to be
It was a
better than
good
the
match.
build. It definitely was better than the build. I wonder what happened backstage with the chip tooth thing. You think there was
Yeah,
a?
because well, the thing
It
is,
wasn't on
like,
purpose.
no. I don't think it was on purpose. But when she went and did press conferences, like her teeth were back fine. Like they must have shoved that mug back in there or something. I don't know what goes on with veneers or something. But when she did her press conferences, her teeth looked fine. They wasn't chipped or nothing. So they fixed
Uh,
whatever was happening.
it looked like
But
Punk
yeah,
got hit in the mouth too. Did it look like he was bleeding from the mouth at the end?
uh, somebody I remember somebody was bleeding from the mouth. It might have been Punk.
Or was that Damian Priest?
Was it Damian Priest?
I think he was. And speaking of Damian Priest, night two. That was my.
MVP. He did a great sell
Not
job.
no, he wasn't my MVP, but I think
Uh,
they were the match that I thought was going to be good. It turned out to be even better than I thought it was going to be. That match
it was a
was
great. It was a good
very
match.
physical. That
Yep.
last spot, the Claymore to the
To the
chair,
chair. Hmm.
that's crazy. I wouldn't do
Damien
that
took a
that much.
beating. Damien took a
Don't.
beating.
I thought Damian was going to win the match though.
Me too. But Drew
But
won, which is good. I think that signals great things for Drew.
what do you do with Drew? Does he
Uh,
hover around the CM Punk, Seth Rollins type of thing?
he might. I mean, you could. I mean, he has just as much claim to that storyline as anybody else. As
Mm-hmm.
long as CM Punk's involved,
Would you
you
put him
could
and
have him.
Seth together? Could him and Seth?
I mean, if you remember, like a long time ago, the rumor mill was that him, Punk, or not him, Punk, him, Seth, and Kevin Owens were about to be a faction. So,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure those rumors will come back around. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but I mean, listen, he's a heel with a lot of momentum. Find him something to do. There's so many good baby faces out there. Find him somebody to beat up on. The IC
The
titles
shocker
out
tonight,
there.
Joe Hendry.
I
Joe Hendry
think
making an appearance was great. I loved it. Um, he did good for himself. A lot of people were saying he should be upset. I don't know why, because that
for
was more
what?
promotion than he would ever get on
Yeah.
anything
Well,
else.
I
Was
think what
being on
people are
WrestleMania.
I agree with that 100%. I think what people are arguing is that he got kind of buried, so to speak, like taking two RKOs and then Randy kind of doing his gimmick a little bit. I think people are saying, "Oh, he got
He
buried."
showed him.
I mean,
He showed him respect. He,
I
he
think it was
showed him the
fine.
proper respect.
If you're
Um,
TNA, maybe you're like, "Oh, we don't want our world champion," kind of looking like an idiot. But I mean, you're TNA and this is WWE. Like, you got to take
yeah.
what you can get.
He just got put in front of live. He got put in front of 63,000 people
Yeah. And I don't know if
and
people
streaming.
remember
What is that? Millions of people.
millions.
People that
And
don't
he
normally watch wrestling watch
and
WrestleMania.
and by the way, I think he got the biggest pop of the night.
He did get one of them.
So And listen, people might not remember, but his debut at NXT, he literally got eliminated from a battle royal in 2 seconds, and people thought that buried him. And look where he's at now.
Right.
So he'll be
He
all
was
right.
on the short list, and there's rumors of Jeff Hardy.
Mhm.
I know you wanted Dolph. I think you were one of the guys that said Dolph.
Maybe Dolph.
Who else? Who else was a rumor?
Was
Aleister
Rusev
Black, of
ever?
course. Rusev.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's up?
Are you debuting? We'll talk about Raw in a minute. I'm sorry. Let's not go there. All right, let's get to the controversy.
Okay.
Let's start with Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Did you like that? How they did it, or no?
Okay, so people don't like the submission finish. I might not have sent you the video. I should have. But there's precedent for what people are upset about is that Gunther tapped out, and not just that he tapped out, but that he tapped out quickly. I think the hold was in for like 3, 4, 5 seconds, and he tapped out almost immediately.
He took 3 super kicks, 3 splashes, a spear, and then that. And a power bomb. Like what? He took 10 straight moves, and then he tapped.
So there's precedent for this also, by the way, in NXT, when Ilya Dragunov beat Gunther, he tapped him out, he put him in a hold, and he tapped out faster than he did for Jey. So there's precedent for Gunther tapping out, quickly when he's put under pressure and taking a beating. So I'm not mad at that at all.
Too.
I think it also might serve as like an excuse for Gunther not wanting a rematch. Like Jey beat him as clean as can be and made him tapped out. So I think I'm not mad at it. I thought the match was solid to like banger tier. I think it might be like right in between that way. And they want to make Jey Uso look like a strong, deserving champion, and that's how you do that. You make him tap out the biggest, baddest guy in the division.
All right, let's get to the elephant in the room. The main event, night 2, Cena, Cody. I'm not mad about it because of this. This is another form of long-term storytelling. It's not over. I don't know. Maybe some people, I was thinking today, maybe some people think John Cena is actually retiring today, and they don't know he's on near till December. He's gonna be at SummerSlam. He's already booked. He's gonna be in Australia in August. He's not leaving right now, so that's not the end of the story. It's just the first chapter, the first. You know what I'm saying? If I'm WWE. I'm booking a trilogy out of this match, at least. I need 3 matches. At least. I need one at WrestleMania. I might get one at Backlash. And I might do a finale at SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to book it long term. This is just one chapter in the story. It's not the end all be all. How do you feel about the controversy?
Well, so the match itself was I understand why people kind of felt let down about it. People were mad at the slow pacing. I wasn't mad at the slow pacing at all. I thought it was methodical. I thought Cena was playing into his heel persona very well. I thought the match itself was fine. As far as the ending, like people were mad at Travis Scott interfering or whatever. I think his participation, given what happened at Elimination Chamber, makes sense, at least that he was out there. There's also people complaining that, the reason Cody Rhodes lost was because of Travis Scott. That doesn't even make any sense. Well, no, Cody lost because he refused to hit Cena with the belt. And then Cena used that as a weakness, played dirty, and won that way. And if you think about it that way, that makes sense. So
can you read the text message I sent you the other day?
Yes. You were saying Cody would have a chance to, you called it, by the way. That's Cody would have a chance to do something dirty to Cody. He wouldn't do it, and it would cost him. And that's what happened. So
exactly.
To me, that has always made sense. And I can agree with what you're saying, that this is just like the beginning. This is like the first page of a story between Cody and Cena, or maybe Cena in the WWE, or Cena's retirement, or whatever. Whatever this is the beginning of, it's just the beginning of it. And I can agree with that. I think given what happened in the match, in the proceedings, and if that was always the plan, I think this should have main evented night one. I think, and this, maybe I'm looking at this like with hindsight, with super hindsight, I think they should have switched the main events for night one and night two. What do you think about that?
Because I can agree, because that triple threat was booked. Like I said, it's been booked for 10 years.
Yeah.
It would be like booking Sean and Brett. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been in the works for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be the biggest thing on whatever night it is. It's gonna be the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So Jay and Gunther fell to it. Anything else would have fell to that match. It had to be a, yeah. I think I would have rather went home with what they did. Especially, I would disagree only if The Rock was involved.
Yeah, I was about to say that. That's one thing where, like, the entire time that I was thinking this would be the main event to night two for sure was because I thought with 100% certainty The Rock was going to be involved. And if that's the case, then it main events night two no matter what. But since we got no Rocky, I think this would have been better served, especially as far as the internet is concerned, on night one.
Yeah. But yes, Odin's son. That crowd first night was not good. Second night was more rowdy. Shout out to the homie Chris Style. He was in the building. Right in the stage, had some good seats. At night two crowd was bad. Here's the thing with The Rock, and I know we on different sides of this when it comes to The Rock. This is what I came up with today.
Okay.
The Rock might be a bigger star than what WWE has currently. He might be bigger than Cody, and he still might be bigger than John Cena. He's one of the biggest. It's not a lot of people that can stand toe to toe against The Rock. It's not. It's just Punk, Roman, Cena. That's probably it. I don't know if Cody has the same presence against The Rock that people think he has. I don't think he's there yet. He hasn't been through enough to do that.
All right, so are you talking like just in a wrestling perspective, or like on a global popularity?
Yeah, The Rock is bigger than everybody that they could throw at him. He's just too big for the moment. And if The Rock was there, it would have been about what The Rock did instead of Cena winning 17. Or John Cena or Cody passing up the opportunity to capitalize. He could have won the title last night, but he didn't want to do. So if you would have put that in there and then you would have put The Rock in there, that would have it would have ruined the story to me. I don't think the same story gets told. And then the next night, we're on here talking about, well, The Rock did this. This is how big The Rock is. The Rock and Cena, The Rock and Cody did that whole segment at Elimination Chamber. And what did we talk about mostly the next day? That. Even though we had got a great pay-per-view with great matches, great tense build-ups and all that stuff, great storylining, great storytelling. And the biggest story the next day was The Rock and Cena and Cody turning heel. That was bigger than the entire pay-per-view.
Yes, that's true. Okay. I agree that The Rock is probably the biggest superstar. He might be the biggest superstar ever. Okay. So anytime he's involved with anything, the story of that thing is going to be what The Rock was doing, with maybe the exception of WrestleMania 40, just because everything that happened, like there was just so much happening. Maybe The Rock being there wasn't like the main headline thing. But in the vast majority of cases, The Rock being involved is going to take precedent over whatever else is happening. That I agree with. Okay. But even if I take your premise, then to me, that just reinforces that he should not have gotten involved with to begin with. If you do not want The Rock taking over or being the headline of whatever it is that you're doing, if you don't want the expectation of The Rock appearing at WrestleMania or appearing at the next pay-per-view, then he shouldn't have gotten involved in Elimination Chamber. I feel like you don't need The Rock there to turn Cena heel.
Here's the flip side, though. You get him involved because he's going to put the most eyeballs on the situation.
Then he's got to stay involved. He's got to stay involved then. If he's going to be there, be there. Okay, you are the reason he keeps doing this. It's
worth it.
No,
we just need. I think this is another thing that I think about WrestleMania. WrestleMania last year was so huge and so focused on Rock, Cody, Roman. It was just so big. It couldn't be topped. It couldn't be topped.
I don't think it could be topped.
I don't think Cena and Cody could have topped it last night. The last 5 minutes you get Solo, Cena, Rock, Taker, Seth with Shield music. Like you can't top it. It was just this WrestleMania was going to be a disappointment no matter what happened.
I think I slightly disagree with that. You're right. I completely agree. Nothing's going to, or I don't know about nothing, but 41 was not going to top 40's main event on night 2. It's just not, that wasn't going to happen. But you can meet people's expectations, right? I don't think people was expecting Undertaker to come out a second time. I don't think people were expecting necessarily Bret Hart to come out and help Cody Rhodes in order to top what happened last year. I think they just wanted to see.
We thought Stone Cold was going to be the interference, and then he comes out and reads the attendance.
It's possible, but I think
people's waste of Stone Cold.
I mean, but I think
Stone Cold even though Stone Cold still. Come on, man. He didn't hit you with the 4-wheeler, man.
Yeah,
listen, you gotta relax, man.
They trying to get their bag. They trying to get their bag.
He didn't hit you, but I think I'm putting it like this. We didn't think anything else made sense, and then they brought it back and made it make sense. This is the thing. They have to make it make sense. So tonight, you further the storyline, but make it make sense.
I agree.
You feel me?
Yes, I feel you. But the stuff that didn't make sense was the stuff involving Rocky. It was him disappearing that didn't make sense.
They tied a couple of those threads together.
Yes, they did. But, okay, follow me here. The stuff that didn't make sense was the stuff involving Rocky. But in order to make it make sense, you have to have The Rock appear. And that's what happened. All of a sudden, magically, when he appears, all the stuff that didn't make sense made sense. And now that he's gone again, people are left confused. And that's what happens. When Rocky is here and then not here, stuff can get put into flux. And that's why I'm so hesitant about having him involved. It's because he disappears. He's been doing this since the early 2000s. You know, he comes and he goes as he pleases. And he has the right to do that. But that's bad for long-term storytelling. When you got people waiting on you.
Here's the drawback, though. You love it when he comes there. He just
yes.
He's just toxic. So good when he comes. Pause.
So you don't think that's
he's just so good when he's present. You can't fight it. You can't. You
don't think that's a toxic relationship? You don't think that's toxic? It's okay that he's treating me bad, but when he's treating me good, it's great. I don't
think he has ill will that people think he has.
I don't know.
I'm ruined because I'm bigger than wrestling. I don't think that's The Rock. I don't think that's him. But he's just too big of a star, bro. It's affecting him.
I agree, but that's it. Your product is gonna suffer if you do that. If you keep having him pop in and out whenever he wants and having him involved in the most important storyline every year, and he pops in and out of it. It's gonna suffer.
Cena and Cody got a full WrestleMania build without The Rock's presence. Without the distraction of The Rock. I think The Rock would have been a distraction So the whole
But
build.
but he already was. He already was. I
But
agree with
he's
you.
always a distraction. He's the
Well,
biggest
he's a
star.
distraction when he's there. Here's my theory. Okay, I think they've known since after Elimination Chamber that Rocky wasn't going to be there. Because if you pay attention to Cena's promos, he never talks about his relationship with The Rock ever. He
Right.
never talks about this is why I'm teaming up with Rocky. He never puts Rocky over ever. He never talks about him. So I feel like they've known for a while that Rock wasn't going to be there at WrestleMania. And yet, just because he appeared at Elimination Chamber and was a part of the biggest storyline for one pay-per-view, even though no one mentioned him throughout the build, people still expected him to be there. That's a problem. That's a
That goes to
problem.
my problem. He's too big.
I agree. That means he needs to either stay involved or stay out. Don't come around every
He
once in a
makes too
while.
much money to stay out, bro. He brings in too many eyeballs. He brings too much attention to stay out. He can't. There got to be some threads. There got to be some threads with the giving the Ula follow to Roman, the making Cena turn heel. It got to be. I just think we all falling prey to those short and quick storylines, and this one is a long-term storyline. We got till December to play this out. We're only in the second inning. Or the third inning, because Cena's been back, 3 pay-per-views?
Okay, but if come December, when Cena's about to retire and The Rock no shows again, like how many times are we going to be okay?
He'll be back.
I'm sure he'll appear at some. I'm sure he will, because he never goes away forever. That's one thing about The Rock. He's never going away forever. But like, man, could you have at least come out and raise Cena's hand, or like via satellite or something? You couldn't be bothered to at least like tie that loose knot. Like WrestleMania is the end of the season.
But
it's
is also the thing. It's not like he's just sitting on his ass.
No, I agree. He's a busy man. He's a busy man. But then just stay out. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give me the expectation. Don't get my hopes up that you might be there. Just like, okay, Rock hasn't been here for a while. He's probably not going to be here, so I don't expect him to be here. Let's chill out. Let's relax. Let's enjoy this for what it is and not expect The Rock to be there. But then he comes and he's like, oh, me and Cena are this new super powerful overlord and he's my champion, but I'm not going to talk about him and he's not going to talk about me for the next like 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, for the next 2 months. Like,
but okay, and this is the other thing. A lot of people were complaining, it's too much Rock. It's too much Rock. We don't understand what he's doing. And now when he disappears, it's like, where's Rock? I need Rock. It's like I don't get how fans are acting towards The Rock.
Listen, for the people that want Rock to disappear forever, you're playing yourselves, okay? You're lying to yourselves and you're lying to each other, okay? I want The Rock to be here. I just want him to stay here. You know what I'm saying? Like I want The Rock to appear. I just want him to keep appearing. Like, he doesn't have to be full time. Brock Lesnar wasn't full time.
Is it realistic though? Did you freeze up? He froze up. We need Rock to like block out a schedule of a couple of months, 6 months or 8 months. We need him to take a break from movie making and dedicate some dates to building this story.
I think so. I think it would go such a long way if they did a Rock thing similar to what Cena's doing. Like, if you just had a calendar of when The Rock would appear, I think that would fix like 90% of the issues that I have with The Rock. No question. No question.
Because I have a Rock storyline of Cena magically walks away with the belt.
Mm-hmm.
You can bring that whole situation back. My champion, my championship tournament of who's going to be the first champion in the final boss era of this.
Okay.
And he could do The same thing that happened when he turned corporate rock. How Vince was kind of hooking his matches up, and it looked like he was going for Mankind. He could do it where it looks like he's going for Roman, and then change over to
someone else, maybe
whoever
Cody.
at the end. It could be a whole company thing. We need a new universal champion. This is going to be a huge tournament. You can turn it to a whole thing.
Okay. I don't hate that.
But that's in December. What do we do from now until then?
Well, Cena's going.
Okay, so all right. So he's leaving. Cena's leaving in December. So that's
if I remember correctly. I think he's at the end of the year.
How many months is that?
So we're in April. We're in the end of April. So like May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and then if you want to count December, that's 8.
So like 8 months.
7 to 8, yeah.
How many appearances do we need from The Rock in those 8 months? Realistically, 10?
10 might be asking for too much, honestly. If he spaces them out strategically, he could probably get away with like 3. Is 3 asking for too much? If he does it like
if he only gonna do 3, they have to be huge. They have to be strictly pay-per-views.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it you could do things strategically. You know what I'm saying, and make it make sense. Like you could space out your appearances to make it make sense as long as you show up in the right moments.
We got to
like
get
imagine
away.
If his
I wonder where he's filming it now.
I don't know where it's at. Wait, is it? No, it can't be.
He might be in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Isn't he doing a Martin Scorsese movie in Hawaii about Hawaiian gangsters or something like that?
I thought it was
Samoan gangsters.
I think it was
2 or 3. That feels light.
It is light, but like you can make that work. I think that was Odin's son that said that. I agree. Like you can make you can make 2 or 3 work. Like imagine this. Imagine instead of Rocky doing like the Cody heel turn angle at Elimination Chamber, he did that during the match at WrestleMania. Imagine if that happened that way. Wow, what a ending to night 2 that would have been. That would have been insane. Now we wouldn't have gotten some of the moments we got to the build. You know, some of those moments to the build were really good, and we wouldn't have got that. But like, as long as you strategically pick your points where you appear, that could have made all the difference.
Yeah. I think that's something that we'll come back on, and we'll keep touching on it because it's gonna be an issue. It's not gonna go away.
The Rock's never gonna go away. So this is our eternal battle. This is the battle we're gonna have. As a fan
of The Rock, I remember years where it was like, I don't want Dwayne Johnson. I want The Rock to come back, and we begged for The Rock to come back. And now he's a busy guy. He's still one of the most care. He's still that guy. And I'll tell you what. He might have passed Stone Cold this weekend.
As the biggest?
Yeah.
You know what? I think I agree. I've always liked Rocky more than Stone Cold. Like when I rank my Mount Rushmore guys, I've always had The Rock over Stone Cold, but that was just me. You know what I'm saying? People have their own thoughts about that. So I mean, I agree with you. I've always had The Rock over Stone Cold.
I mean, his presence, like his presence was like he hasn't been there in weeks, and his presence was big enough to be like, "Where's The Rock? Like, we didn't get The Rock." You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still the topic of conversation, even though he hasn't been there in weeks. Just the mere fact of he's backstage, he's in London, he's in Berlin or wherever they were. You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me. He's just that guy, man.
He is. He's the final boss. Stone Cold got to stop crashing that. So I don't know if you've seen this. There's like backstage video of even him like making the entrance on the ATV. He crashes before he gets onto the ramp to go down the ramp. So you know he might have had a beer or 2.
I think he had a couple before.
before he even got up there. That's
Do you feel
entirely
like they
possible.
misused Stone Cold? I didn't like.
Miss,
I wanted him to do something. I
it
wanted
just
him to stun
depends.
somebody at least. Where
He could have
Austin
stunned
Theory
somebody.
and Grayson Waller, where they at when you need them?
I think maybe they didn't want to pay the bill for that. It costs money to get Stone Cold to stun somebody.
Right,
You know what I'm
it
saying?
does.
So they might
Yeah,
not have wanted to pay that, and they thought, oh well, he's in Nevada anyway. We'll just have him come say the number, and that's
yeah,
good.
he's
Smash a
here.
couple
Give
beers
him a
together.
couple hundred, and he'll
Yeah.
be all right. Another thing. Why were we? Why was Bianca booed? I didn't get that one.
People listen. It's the same reason why John Cena was booed. It's the same reason Roman Reigns was booed. A similar reason to why Hulk Hogan, not these days, but like before Hulk Hogan was getting booed. It's like people hate to see a baby face winning all the time. You know what I'm saying? And she's a big baby face. Listen, I don't know if you remember, she had like a Super Cena-esque run, before Io
Mm-hmm.
Sky cashed in her Money in the Bank. So Bianca's like that. So I'm not surprised at all that people are booing her now. That's just when you get to that level of popularity, baby facery, success, you're gonna get booed just because you like that. And that's what she is. I hope she
Yeah,
turns heel. I really do, because she would be fantastic as a heel. But
yeah.
Bianca
It
better
might
to
be
her. I hope
time. It
so.
might be time.
I hope so. She'll be fantastic as a heel.
Are you done with Naomi and Jade?
I think so. I don't know if there's anything more to say about that. Maybe there is, but she crushed her. Like, it was a
I
great
want I
match, but
want I want I want Naomi to keep what she's doing because I like what she's doing.
she's doing great heel work
She
right now.
gonna she gonna have to find somebody to feud with. They
I don't
need
know
to
who that
bring
is.
what's Nia Jax back. Where
Yeah,
we come on. Let's get this
true.
crap.
Have her and Nia team up together. Just didn't like the fact that she was in another feud when she was the center of the Jade event. Oh man, I don't know about all that. I think people just might have been mad that she was getting another title shot. Like she's like getting into that Charlotte Flair territory where people are mad whenever she's in a title match because they want something new. They're fickle. People are
I
fickle.
mean, she earned it though. Like that's
I agree. I
Charlotte
agree
kind of
with you.
walked into a title match.
But
Did you
she's a
like that
Flair.
she lost? I thought Charlotte was gonna win that thing. Actually,
I think I said this during our preview show. Like, I for a long time thought Charlotte was gonna win, but then like Triple H does have the habit of like pushing his women stars that he believes in a lot
hmm
faster than he does like male superstars. So I thought there was a good chance Tiffany Stratton was gonna win because if you remember correctly, like Bianca won her first WrestleMania match for the title over Sasha Banks. Like,
yeah.
so I thought there was a good chance Tiffany was going to retain over Charlotte Flair.
I did see Sasha Banks tweeting Bailey to come to AEW, but if she comes to AEW, how are you going to have all the belts, Sasha?
Shout out to Mercedes Moné, boy.
So overall, man, I think it was a solid WrestleMania. I think 40
Solid's a
was
good
so
word for it.
good. I think 40 was so good it was hard to follow. Just
Yeah,
like
and
17 was so good. 18 was great too, but it wasn't 17.
yeah,
Even though it had Rock and Hogan, it had some great matches in it. And then 19 was better too. So
yeah,
42 might be a banger again. Like we right
yeah,
back to where we were.
yeah.
But
I think on paper, 41 was really good on paper, and
it was. It was. Bailey got done dirty. Yeah.
yeah.
But that could be a possible situation, Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
If they play it the right way, that could be a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
What else about WrestleMania? A lot of AJ Styles and Logan Paul. People, look. Logan Paul makes money. You're gonna pay to see him get his ass whipped, his ass kicked, whooped, something. You're gonna pay to see him lose. they're going to push him. You might as well just learn to live with it. It's going to happen. And like I said, my prediction is him and Jey Uso will be circling each other pretty soon. So y'all might as well get ready for it.
Yeah, and there's a real chance Logan walks away with that belt.
Logan Paul's not going nowhere. Not right now.
No.
I would love to see him and Braun do something together, but I don't know.
Braun Breaker?
Braun might break him in half. I don't know.
Good.
Dirty Dom winning the title.
Yes,
Something that
new
you
IC champ. No. I had Penta winning for the record.
You did have Penta. Who had Dom winning?
I think.
Dom winning?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Lennox,
I thought Little Homie
had
had him
Dom
winning.
winning. I like it. I like it. I really thought about this. We talk about guys growing up in a business. Rock, Randy Orton, who's another? Cody.
Yeah.
All those guys. Dom literally grew up in the business.
Yeah.
He was on TV before them guys were even like. Dom's been at this for a long time.
He got involved. He did a spot. He did a spot at SummerSlam.
Dom has been groomed for this, man. And I don't know where they go. Obviously, I think they go him and Finn. Off the bat, you got to break up Judgment Day. You probably break up Judgment Day tonight.
Do you make Dom the leader?
Huh?
Do you make Dom the leader if you break up Judgment Day?
I don't know, but him and Finn can't coexist.
Yeah, I think that's true. I
so
think
you
that's
give
certainly
him,
true.
You have Liv talk him into it, and Liv, Raquel, Carlito, Dom,
JD
that becomes something.
What's JD gonna do when he comes back?
JD's gonna go with Finn.
Okay.
Yeah. And maybe they link up or something like that. But I really want Finn to do something else. I think he's being misused.
You still believe in Finn a lot.
Yeah, I like Finn. You don't like Finn? I like Finn.
I do like Finn. I think his career might have run its course. Like he's in AJ Styles territory right now, where he's like a credible title threat, but he's not. I just don't foresee like a world title run in his future for the rest of his career. I just don't see it.
I'm talking about the IC belt. He can do that.
He could do that.
Speaking of IC belts, the United States Championship, 5-2.
Banger match, by the way. Banger match.
Nice match too. Yes, very good match. I don't know who. It got to be some. I would start building Solo and Jacob being jealousy being there.
I'm sure
I would
that's
start
coming.
building that immediately.
I'm sure
that would be the first thing I would do.
And that could work Solo. Like since Jacob is so over, Solo could probably get some more heat back if he starts feuding with Jacob again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think go ahead and get that cracking. I'm curious what they do tonight. I think it's gonna be some returns tonight. We got 3 hours, or maybe 2.5 hours or whatever.
We got Netflix
Raw is
time.
gonna be tonight.
Yeah.
I think Rusev makes his return tonight. I don't know.
That's
possible. Who you gonna put
possible.
him up against?
Whoever. Whoever.
Shout out to Chad Gable and Ray Phoenix. That was a great match. Last minute.
I don't know who you're talking about. That was Grande Americano out there. I don't know.
Grande Americano. It's hilarious. I like his whole interest in everything. It was.
People thought that was controversial, by the way. That was controversial. The entrance. You
think so? With the mariachi band?
People were upset. So, okay. I won't peek by. I'll give my explanation in a second. But because people assume that Americano is Chad Gable, they thought it was kind of racist that he was doing like a mariachi band with the filter on it and
it's
getting billed out of the
character.
I agree with that. I have a theory.
Start pulling the race card out. Every situation doesn't need the race cards.
Also, for the record, I think there's two of them. By the way, there's like the other one that's probably like a luchador from AAA or something, and then we also have Gable, who might be under the mask sometimes. So,
Oh, okay.
you know,
Yeah, WWE bought AAA Mexican luchador, so I expect to see. They're gonna. I heard the rumors they're gonna call it NXT Mexico.
huh? That'd be interesting.
I wonder who they would put in charge of that.
Um,
Because Ray's still wrestling, so you don't want to put him in charge of it. But
no, I don't know what Chavo's doing these days. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who's
is
like.
Chavo cool with WWE?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's just a guy. Like literally,
Oh my
if
God, Eddie
I
Guerrero
just
in the Dusty Rose, in the Dusty
roll.
Rose role would have been amazing. That would have been very nice.
It would have been funny if nothing else.
Yeah. So, shout out to WWE building that up. I think Raw after Mania is usually the best show of the year. You get unexpected returns. You start new. You ending some storylines and you start new ones. You got to give Drew and Damian. Are they on Raw or SmackDown?
I think Damien's on SmackDown now.
Okay.
Yeah, Damien
sense.
definitely got transferred to
Drew's on
SmackDown.
SmackDown too. They're on SmackDown. Never mind.
Okay.
I was gonna say you further that story. You give them
You
somewhere
might.
to go.
I mean, listen.
tonight.
If we're close to the draft, they might just be loose with the rules until the draft comes, and then they get back to strict brand stuff.
I can see it. Yeah. I mean, I had fun, man. I think I need to go back and watch WrestleMania again. We were doing prom, and so I was in and out a lot of it. And then my father-in-law and my brother-in-law kept saying it was fake all night, and it was like distracting.
Yeah, killing the vibe. Killing the
fake,
vibe,
right? It's like, yeah, I know.
Bro, movies are
it's
fake.
not
Okay,
fake,
you
it's
still watch movies,
but
yeah. You watch movies, don't you? You watch TV.
Right. Yeah.
You know that's fake.
Oh, my bad. It's been a long time since my camera fell. But yeah, so it's like, I mean, I get it, but so it was a lot of people in the house, but it was fun. It was fun. I'm not mad about the WrestleMania, man. I'm just not. I know a lot of fans. I've seen Dave LaGreca had a rant, and that was very childish to me. And it was like,
I think so. Like, why are you blaming John Cena? PG era part 2. Are we being for real?
Hey, he is the number one Cody Crybaby, bro.
Listen, we do not claim him. Okay, we do not claim him.
So, do you think we see The Rock tonight?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I could be wrong. I don't think so. I'm not going to say that.
I think Cena needs one of those moments, so I don't think. You think Cody shows up tonight?
That is a better question. I think he might have to show up, but if he didn't show up, that would be very telling. And I think that might be even the right move from a storytelling perspective to not have him show up, but we'll see.
Seth, Paul Heyman, same question.
They will be there. Well, Paul Heyman certainly is gonna be there. I don't know about Seth. I don't know why he wouldn't be there. Well, I guess now both parents are on the road. Maybe he's got a kid to watch now since his wife is back wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he shows up. I'd say I bet my money on both of them showing up.
How would you debut Rusev? Assuming he's coming back tonight.
Yeah. Rusev. Who
he needs to be a badass heel from day one.
Oh,
he needs to be like a monster.
You think he needs to work heel?
I don't know. How do you think the fans will respond to him? Will they respond to him as a, hey, welcome back?
I think so. I mean, there's no reason. It's not like he left on bad terms or like that I don't think people see him in a negative light and on the WWE side of things anyway. Maybe in AEW. I mean, You could debut him against Gable or one of the American-made people. That could be kind of funny. But how do you bill him? Do you bill him as Rusev or do you bill him as Miro?
I think he's coming back as Rusev.
Okay.
Rusev.
Is he gonna do the gimmick?
Okay.
Though?
Last thing before we get out of here.
Yeah.
What do you do with Gunther?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I think he might. You just start. You do what you do when you have new wrestlers that you opened on Christmas. You take two of the best ones and you just start smashing them together. Find him a fun opponent. Braun Breaker's free. Have them fight for no reason. Who cares? Just have them fight. Penta's free. Have him and Penta and Gunther go at it. They're free. Like, just grab two guys that can go and have Gunther fight them just for the fun of it. Like, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Somebody should come up. I think somebody should come up to him and jokingly say, "Hey, you tapped out," and that just be
boom, easy, and set him off.
Boom, I'm about to kill you.
Yeah.
Should they have brought Rikishi out for Jay?
I would have. I
think Jimmy was enough.
Yeah.
But come on, man. We all love to see Rikishi.
I would have even brought out Cody.
Son,
I think Cody coming out would have been a nice gesture. I mean, Jay came out for Cody, so, but I guess who cares?
A lot of people came out for Cody. That's why WrestleMania 41 didn't live up to the hype, because there was no surprise entrance into the match. But you know, for all those people that didn't, they were upset. I think just let it breathe. Let's see what they do tonight. And we got to get out of here because it's almost 7.
Yep,
but
it's coming.
Let them see what they do tonight and let it breathe, let it play out. Our link for WWE.
If you feel so inclined to buy WWE merch on WWEshop.com, please use that link, okay? It's coming to Kansas City next week. It's coming, okay? And if you want to be prepared, buy WWE Shop merch using that link. We get kickbacks, okay? We get like a couple percentage points of the money that WWE makes from this. So please use that link. Type it out if you need to. If you need to really use that link and you don't know, at me on Twitter and I will send it to you personally. So you can just click on it. If that's too many numbers to type out, just message me and I'll send you the link and you can get it that way. Okay. Message country if you have to. Use the link to buy merch. Do it.
And that's the bottom line because we said so. Hey, let's go enjoy this Raw, man. We'll see y'all next week. 2 words for you. Peace out.